And for the Tudors, in goal we have Craig King, Gus Scott-Morris, Joash Nembard, Jack Westbrook, Cole Capecqua and Josh Castiglione complete the back five. Samir Carruthers, Jacob Gardner-Smith and Dominic Morgan-Griffiths are the midfield three, while Craig Fassenmaid and Alfie Cerulli will partner each other up front. Scott Morris winds it up, launches it long into the St Albans half. Carruthers brings it down in the middle, plays it out here to Castiglione and brings it down nicely, cuts inside on his right foot. Castiglione goes for goal and pulls it about a yard or so wide of that near post, but that was a bright moment from Castiglione. Brought it down beautifully, came inside, drilled his shot just wide of the near post, looking for his first goal in a Tudors shirt. Ball has spent quite a lot of time out of the field so far. This is Banton who's lost it. Fassenmaid's picked it up here. Cerulli driving at the heart of the St Albans defence, plays it across to Carruthers, and then it's batted behind for a corner by Lancashire on that occasion. He clips it into the back post, a good ball. Capecqua goes up there, and Johnson just about gets a punch on it, and the free kick goes St Albans' way, which the Tudor Army are not happy with at all. Goal kick will be taken by Craig King on the right hand side of the penalty area, right-footed into the St Albans half. Strong header away. Jeffers is then climbed over the top of by Nembard, but no foul. Westbrook then hammers it forward. Fassenmaid might be in here. He's in the foot race with Dedehu. Fassenmaid's in. Dedehu has clearly brought him down. Referee says nothing, and Dedehu now launches it long. Capecqua nods it back in, who can now travel forward with the ball. Rolls his foot over the ball and then finds Bantwell. Should have found Bantwell. It was a terrible pass. Here's Fassenmaid in behind! And fantastic defending by Cameron Green to hammer the ball behind for a corner, just as Craig Fassenmaid was potentially going to pull the trigger. Westbrook, Capecqua, Nembard, all in there. Scott Morris in there as well. Carruthers sends it into the back post. Fassenmaid collects. Not sure that was intended, but he picks it up on the far side. What can he do? Squares up his man. Needs some help. In the end, forced back and then sent in first and cleared at the near post. Banton then collects and flicks it round the corner. And then Wiltshire Jeffers puts Westbrook under pressure and goes all the way back to King, who first time clears it. Johnson looks up. Arms spread wide. Plays it up towards Neil. Capecqua wins the header once again. Goddard wins the second one. And then Carruthers fires one over the top for Cerulli to give chase. Gets his body in there. Done well there as Alfie Cerulli. Now he needs support. Scott Morris has made the overlap and run. Brilliant play. Scott Morris to the byline. Back to the back post where Gardner-Smith and Castiglione leave it for each other. And then it comes back out to Gardner-Smith, who finds Capecqua, who goes on a drive and run to the byline. Cole Capecqua clips one into the penalty box. And it goes straight behind, off the side net and for a goal kick. But that was an opportunity. It was good play by Scott Morris. He just hung one to the back post. Castiglione and Gardner-Smith got in each other's way, and then the chance went. Dedehu finds Jones pressing really high. Hemel cleared up towards Neil. Capecqua with a strong header away, brought down by Samir Carruthers. Lovely touch and flick to find Gardner-Smith. He then prods it back to Castiglione. Ball clipped up towards Cerulli. It's been slipped. Cerulli's in behind! And he's half volleyed it over the bar. He goes back to Nembard just inside his own half. Now over the halfway line in the centre circle. Finds Alfie Cerulli. Nembard takes a loose touch and it's played through for Neil. And here come St Albans. It's Neil. It's 3 against 1. It's Neil. Oh, he's hit the outside of the post. That was some strike by Neil there. I mean, the angle was getting increasingly more difficult. He was running away from goal, sort of running from centre out to the right. And then he just swings his shot with the inside of his right boot. And it cannons off the outside of the post. And it rebounds away for a goal kick. But out of nothing, St Albans nearly scored a spectacular goal. Morgan-Griffiths over the halfway line. Shoves off the attentions of Banton. And then dribbles one into the feet of Fassenmaid. This is Gardner-Smith. Gets his head up. Finds Samir Carruthers all about 5 yards inside the St Albans half at the moment. Morgan-Griffiths. Back to Gardner-Smith. Now into Capecqua. Left-footed ball forward. Hits Morgan-Griffiths in the face, but we're going to have a free kick to the Tudors. Capecqua in there, everyone standing on the edge of the penalty area, all on the far post at the moment. Clips it into that back post area, cleared. Brought down by Cerulli! Just wide of the far post from Alfie Cerulli. Snapshot off his chest and caught it with his left boot, but maybe not quite the desired contact on that occasion. Goes across to Jones. He's got Castiglione pressing him. Capecqua then just comfortably brings the ball down that was played up towards Neil. Fantastic switch by Cole Capecqua. Beautifully brought down by Cerulli, who's now driving at the heart of the St Albans defence. And he rattles in a shot. And Michael Johnson's called into action for the first time this evening. Right, the throw will be taken. Well, it's going to be a long one either way. So Nembard, Capecqua all in there. There's the short option as well, but it's taken long. There's a bit of a melee. It's played back across the box. And Cerulli can't quite make contact. Carruthers then puts Wiltshire under pressure, puts a clever ball in behind, then it's sent in, and it drops and then eventually lashed away by Joash Nembard. Could have went anywhere. That was a vicious cross that Westbrook nearly stabbed into his own net. It just dropped dead still. King and Westbrook left it for each other, and then Nembard completed the clearance. Clips it up towards Scott Morris, who climbs and leaps high. Dedehu flicks it away. Nodded back in by Carruthers. Scott Morris finds Castiglione, who nearly got shot away. Scott Morris squeezes it out. Here's Samir Carruthers in the penalty area. Plays it back to Gardner-Smith, who drives it in. It's blocked away for a throw. Looked like Carruthers was going to get a shot away there. He was free on the left-hand side of the penalty area. Cut inside on his right boot. And then just sort of stumbled on the ball as he was about to potentially get a shot away. He's got three short options with him. One of them is Neil. Finds Goddard. Goddard finds Lancashire. Lancashire into the box. It's deep. And then it's back in. And it's going to be a corner side. It's going to be an outswinger by the looks of it. There's Dedehu in there. Clark in there. Jeffers in there. Goddard in there as well. And it's sent in. It's a decent ball. And it's a free header. And it's wide of the near post. That is a huge opportunity gone begging. Oh no. Here's Johnson. Plays it out short to Green. Green finds Lancashire. High pressing from the red shirts. And it's won in the midfield by Gardner-Smith. About 30 yards out. Dead central. Goes out to Castiglione. You can now have a little run at Jones. Throwing in the step overs. Goes for goal! And Johnson holds on. Just about. Great strike from Josh Castiglione there. He had Jones tied in knots, came in onto his right boot, got about the edge of the penalty area, whipped his shot in, and luckily for St Albans it was straight out the goalkeeper, but good strike by Castiglione. There's four red shirts at the back post. It's sent in by Carruthers. It's flicked away at the near post. It might drop before Fasten made. Gets it onto his right foot. Can he get a shot away? He does! They want handball to the Hemel. Screaming for handball, Samir Carruthers. Surrounding the referee. But Humphreys has indicated a corner, but that was some strong protest from both behind the goal and the Tudors players. It was smashed back in by Fasten. It was goal-bound strike. It hit a blue shirt. Picked up by Goddard from the throw. And Morgan Griffiths got in another block, but then this time the cross comes in. And it's over the head of everyone, but it comes back out to Jones, who fires it back in, and Craig King's had to tip it over the bar. Clark's just accelerated past Cerulli and then slipped one through, and suddenly here come St Albans. It's Jeffers, and he's absolutely smashed it into the top corner, and the St Albans take the lead in the Hertfordshire derby. It was a brilliant ball through by Clark. I don't know where the Hemel defence went. Jeffers got a couple of touches, got into the box, and then lashed it into the top corner, and St Albans' top goal scorer does what he does best and gives the away side the lead with not long left, and the away fans behind that goal go absolutely wild, and now Hemel have to dig deep to find a response. Ball sent in the box. Scott Morris gets after it. It's flicked on. It's in! Oh, it's cleared off the line. Scott Morris holds it up. It looked like it was in. The Tudors fans thought it was in. Scott Morris balls it out for a corner. Humphreys, they're adamant it was over the line. They are adamant it was over the line. King right-footed up towards Cerulli, who lets it drop over his head, fast beaten to it. Can they win the third ball? They can. Gardner-Smith smashes one in. Comes to Cerulli and Castiglione! Just wide of the far post, inches wide. So, this is Goddard. Finds Jeffers, who spins his man, travels across fires it into the net. It's 2-0 to St Albans City, and it's Sean Jeffers with his second goal of the game, and it's another fantastic finish. Ball rolled across to him, he pushed it past Nembard, worked the space, pulls it into the opposite corner where he was going, and it's 2-0, and it's Sean Jeffers with his second goal of the game. Inside his own half, right-footed ball over the top for Fasten Made. Might drop for Chris Paul, who goes for goal. It's sliced it. And that about sums up the Tudors night, I think. And there is the full-time whistle of Vauxhall Road. So it is St Albans City who emerge victorious from the Hertfordshire derby. They've got revenge for the result earlier in the season at Clarence Park. 2-0 victory thanks to two fantastic finishes from Sean Jeffers. Tudors had a phantom goal, you would say. It's unclear how far over the line it was or not. Seemed like the bench and the fans certainly thought it was over the line. That was at 1-0 down. That was a big moment. But it didn't go their way, unfortunately. There was, of course, a penalty decision that didn't go the Tudors' way in the first half as well. Just one of those nights, I'm afraid, but it is St Albans City who take the spoils in the derby.